So this is the story of Raymond Mead. Raymond Mead lives in a town of 3 million people and likes to go for walks every night at 8:15. And he likes to creep on people. He likes to look in their windows and see what they're watching on TV. And one night he noticed that there's one set of people, they're watching like a crime drama, like Criminal Minds. And then further up the street he notices people watching Finding Dory again. This is all weird because apparently we're in the 1920s, so it's very uncommon for someone to have a TV. After a while, he gets to an intersection. He can go either north, south, east, or west. He decides to go east, and he keeps walking, and he keeps looking in people's windows and watching what they have on TV. And then, after a while, he begins to hear police sirens, which is weird. In a town of 3 million people with only one police officer, for the siren to go off, because apparently nobody commits crimes in this town except for Raymond Mead, who's creeping on people by looking in their windows and staying out past 8 o'clock, which is why he's being pulled over. The cop drives up to Raymond Mead and he says, "Stop where you are, get in the car." And then Raymond Mead says, "Why? What have I done?" And the cop says, "Because you're out past 8 o'clock and you've been drinking," because it's the 1920s and prohibition is a thing. So Raymond gets in the car and he asks the cop, "Where are we going?" And the cop says, "We're going to take you downtown station on High Street." And then he's like, "Okay." And after a while, Raymond notices that there's no driver in the car. And he starts to get really nervous. He debates whether he should jump out of the car and run away, or if he should stay in the car. He decides to stay in the car. And eventually they make it to the station. And Raymond goes inside and he meets with a woman who asks, "Are you Raymond Mead?" And he says, "Yes." And she says, "Come with me." So she takes him into the back room. And it's padded on all 4 walls except the ceiling, which is sort of pitch black and you can't see up there. She sits him in the chair, cuffs his ankles and his wrists to the chair. She leaves the room, closes the door, and shuts off the light. So the next thing he notices is a big purple glow coming from the ceiling, and it's like energy and plasma glowing purple, and it starts to descend towards him. And it starts to engulf him. And as it passes his eyes, he notices that he's seeing a completely different landscape. And as it gets down past his arms, his hands become uncuffed. And as it gets down past his ankles, they become uncuffed. And once it reaches below his feet, the portal shuts. And he's trapped. Forever. And maybe it will continue. Maybe. But that's the story of Raymond Mead.